Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Today, I'm going to show you all about adding an embed link into a Canva design and then how you can actually embed that link into your website. Whether that's a Canva website, Squarespace, or whichever website it is that you're using, you can then embed a Canva design into your website. Let's dive in and show you exactly what I mean. So this is my website. If you've not been to it before, it's just Better Content Creators, and this is an actual post I've created about this tutorial, which I will link to once I've done this tutorial, and I'm going to change this here. So if you do come and visit this, I'll put a link down below to this tutorial so you can come and see this and try this embed link out for yourself. So that will link out to this tutorial, but also you've got a link here that will link to my blog, and these links are clickable. You can also click here to click subscribe to my YouTube channel, and this is all done, and it is a design inside of Canva. So once I actually have a design here, you can say, well, why would you want to do this? Let's say you wanted to change the color of this text. Rather than changing the color of this and then downloaded it, we're just going to make sure that that's saved. You can see now, if I click refresh on this page, you can see that that font color has now changed. So this is a live working design that we've created inside of Canva. But how do we do this? Well, we start off with a blank page inside of Canva. This is just any page. It depends on what size you want the document to be to display on your website. I always just go for the standard 1:1 crop or the 1080 by 1080. And then you just grab the link to the video that you want to create the link to. Okay. Now, this does have to be a public facing video. If your account or the video is set to private, it won't be clickable and won't display anything. So it does have to be a publicly viewable video. So that could be on your Instagram. It could be an Instagram reel. It could be a TikTok. Or in my case, like I'm going to show you now, it's going to be a YouTube video. So I've got that YouTube link, and all I'm going to do is press Command and V or Control and V on a Windows machine. And that now then adds this on here to be clickable. Okay, so we can see we can actually click to watch this on YouTube once this design is exported, and I'm going to show you how to export this design once I've showed you a couple of other options when it comes to creating links on a design. Okay, let's say we want to add some text. Okay, so we want some text to be clickable. So I want to click create a link to the blog page. So I'm just going to copy the blog page here. Oh, you've seen a sneaky look there of my actual design. Okay, we've got some text here and we've got a link. So that link now is also a link to the actual blog post. But what if we wanted it to be just the text? Okay, so I'm going to just delete that. If you come over to your text panel and add some text, or click T on the keyboard, there's a bunch of keyboard shortcuts that you can create. Now on this, if you come up to the three dots here, so this is adding a link to some text. If you come up to the three dots, you can see right here under this pop-up menu, it says link, or you can press the Command or the Control and K button, and that allows you to then add a link to an external source. You can either paste in the link here, this is the one to my blog post, or you can see when it first comes up, I can link to recent designs or additional pages. So say this is a multi-page document. If you've got a 10-page document and you want to create a link to page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have like a table of contents, what's it called? Is it table of contents? Yeah, the bit at the beginning of a book where you can click links to chapters. You could do that on here. So you could just click and create a link to another page. So if I clicked on another page here and then called this page page 2, I'm just going to call it page 2. So we're going to come up, click Command and K on that one. You can see now it actually says page 2 or PGE2. Okay, but we're going to click and paste in there my blog post link. Okay, done. Now, if I change this to blog post link, okay, you can see that is still clickable, or it still will be clickable once you've exported it. And this also works for other elements. So let's say you've got an element on the page and you've got a subscribe button. You can see that's exactly what I created on my post earlier on. So I'm going to do Command and K to bring up that post, and then all I would do in here is post in the link to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/@DarrenM. Okay, so I'm just going to grab that from my other screen and then paste that in here. Okay, now that's added those links on there for you. Okay, we've kept this really, really simple, and it's got a couple of posts on there. But let's say we wanted to actually have on page 2, we wanted to link to our social media. So if I go over here and I go to Instagram and grab my Better Content Creators post, again, on a blank page, just paste in the link. It goes a little bit funny, but then this is now a link to my Instagram. Again, I can also go to TikTok. I'm just doing this on a different page to copy and paste them over. Again, click on the blank page. If you click an element, it'll assign it to that element. Click on the blank page. It's going to take a few moments, but you can see there now, it's actually got a live TikTok video. And you can see this from the post that I've created here. So where is the additional pages? So we've got my social media accounts. Okay, and you can see down here, it actually, as I hover over these, it's a live video. Mind blown. Let's say you wanted to create a link to an actual specific post. There you go. There's 2 specific posts. This was me just testing out how it worked for you. And all you do is you grab the link from your social media account, wherever it is, but as long as it's viewable, you can then just post that into your design. And you can see this is exactly the design that I created. Okay, and I showed you at the beginning that if we change anything on here, it will automatically update in the design. Okay, so let's say we've got this at the moment where we've got the white text on the design. Again, if I change that back to yellow text, click File, Save, then come back to my website. Now you do have to click refresh. Okay, come back to there, click refresh, and it's automatically updated that design. This is really good if you want to create a particular design or particular set of information that you want to put across multiple pages that you might want to update in the future. And also it does have the added benefit that these links are clickable. As I say, you can click on the subscribe button and come and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Okay, you can come to the blog post and do exactly that. But how do we get the code to be able to embed the design? Well, that's where the magic happens. Okay, there's 2 options that you can do for this. Come up to the share option and you can see this actually says embed, and it's got live on there at the moment, so we know that it's a live link. And I'll show you in a moment how you can actually change that from being a live link to a link that's no longer live. If you don't see the embed option here, if you click on more, that's going to give you all of these other options here, and it's going to be this embed link. Now I'm just going to click on it. It's going to give me those designs. You can then choose to delete the embed link. You can choose to copy the smart embed link, and it does depend on your website and how you're pasting it into your website as to which one of these that you will use. But there's also the HTML embed site link. You just copy whichever one works for you. On mine, I've used both in the past, but I use Squarespace for my websites. There'll be a link down below. And if you use Creator 10 on Squarespace, or if you sign up for a Squarespace website and use the code Creator 10, that will give you an extra 10% off your first purchase. Not sponsored by Squarespace. Okay, so you just copy those links and you paste those links into your website. And that's exactly it. If you decided that you didn't want to have a link associated to anything in the future, let's say I no longer wanted to make this subscribe button available, I can just come up and click on the pencil icon here. Once I've got the item with the link selected, click on the pencil item, and then you can just click delete. Okay. You can also choose to edit the link if the link changes for any reason. And that's exactly how you can do it. You can choose to delete the item. If you click on this and click delete, it's going to delete the actual item. I'm just going to click undo on that. Okay. And you can duplicate it, and you can come over here and you can click edit the link also. Okay. So that's embedding a link inside of a blog post using a Canva design. I know this is a lot to take in. If you do have any questions on links or embedding links or anything else like that, let me know. I do have some FAQ questions and answers over on my website, on the blog there. And also there's the link to the 45-day trial of Canva. If you haven't tried Canva Pro before, do click on that link. It's an offer that will be going away at the end of April 2024. We're in 2024, aren't we? Remind me. Let me know down in the comments. What year are you watching this? Okay. But Canva are removing that 45-day trial link from us in April, end of April 2024. And for now, I think that is everything. Okay. So we've gone through embedding a YouTube video, Instagram video, or a TikTok video into a Canva design. We've also shown you how to add a link to some text. We've shown you how to add a link to an element inside of Canva, and then where you go to export this to get the embed code to paste that into your website in order to be able to make this design clickable and editable in an instant. Hopefully all of that helps when it comes to using embed links inside of Canva. And until next time, thank you very much and bye for now.